Not all possession begins with fear. Some begin with affection, an unseen fondness that feels like comfort, but is, in reality, a chain. He did not feel threatened. He didn't feel a cold spot in the room or hear whispers in the dark. Instead, he felt accompanied. He felt a constant, quiet presence beside him, a silent companion that never left. And that, right there, was the problem. The danger wasn't in the fear it caused, but in the comfort it offered. This case was handled privately by an imam in Fez, Morocco, in the late 2000s. You won't find stories like this in mainstream media. They are rarely spoken about publicly, but they are well known within Islamic circles. A recognized form of spiritual affliction. The man involved was in his early 30s. He was a practicing Muslim, disciplined in his prayers and his daily life. He was stable, grounded, and not prone to fantasy or delusion. His life was ordinary until it wasn't. It began subtly. Each night, as he went to sleep, he felt a presence settle in the room. It wasn't a heavy pressure on his chest or a fearful shadow in the corner. It was a sense of closeness. Just closeness. Yet, he would wake up utterly exhausted, as if he hadn't slept at all. He started to feel detached from the people around him, his friends, his family. He was emotionally drained, his energy siphoned away by an invisible bond. Then came the dreams. They became incredibly vivid, intimate, and persistent. He wasn't in control. Something else was orchestrating these nightly encounters, forging a connection in his subconscious. He knew something was wrong, so he increased his prayers, his recitation of the Quran, hoping to find clarity and protection. But when he did, the attachment only intensified. It was like a desperate grip tightening. When his family brought up the topic of marriage, he felt a strange and powerful wave of jealousy and resistance wash over him. It wasn't his own feeling. It felt foreign, invasive. It was as if something unseen did not want to share him, viewing him as its own possession. That was the moment of chilling realization. That was when he sought help. The imam began the ruqyah, the Islamic practice of spiritual healing through Quranic recitation, but there was no violent thrashing, no guttural screaming that you might expect. It was only a profound sadness that filled the room. Then, a soft, almost sorrowful voice spoke through the man, but it wasn't his. It said, "I protect him. I do not harm him. I just want to be with him." In Islam, the message is clear. Emotion does not grant authority. Affection from an unseen being does not grant ownership over a human. No jinn, no spirit, no entity has any right over a human soul, regardless of its intentions or feelings. This story isn't told to romanticize the unseen world or to create a dark fairy tale. It's a true account, shared to remind us of a critical spiritual principle. What feels comforting is not always safe. True protection doesn't come from a possessive, unseen guardian. It lies only in the remembrance of Allah and in maintaining the clear, sacred boundaries He has set between our world and theirs. Welcome back to the dark room. Enter if you dare, and don't forget to subscribe.